What's up, guys? So, this is Derek from E4TCG, and I'm a big Pokemon Horizons fan. And I just watched the recent episode 141, where they did the Unite battle, and I wanted to start doing some reviews on these episodes. So, I wanted to take a little time to talk about that episode, what I thought about it, and where I think the Pokemon anime is really going. So this episode starts off with them, doing a Pokemon Unite battle, and I played the game honestly. Like I liked the game for the most part. It was really my forte. I wasn't that great at it, so I didn't really end up playing it. But I thought it was cool that the anime wanted to go and make an episode about this. Like, I feel like Pokemon has been a little lazy lately when it comes to like their stuff. But in the anime, I feel like they've been trying a little bit, at least trying a little bit. Like I enjoyed Pokemon Horizons so far. Like I like how they incorporate the abilities. I like how they did terrestrialization, even though they could have did it a little bit better in my opinion. Because in the game, when you need to reuse a move that's the same type as your Terra type, your Terra, shines and then you do the attack. But in the anime, it don't do that. It don't do that. They just attack, and there's no real emphasis that this move is powered up because of the Terra. And that was the one big of a complaint I had about the show. I liked that it really emphasized the use of abilities and stuff like that. But when they wanted to display the Terra types, I didn't really like how they just acted like the move didn't get powered up, even though it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? But I got over that because the anime does do a lot of cool things. I felt like for the most part it was great until the last episode of the Terra arc, where they actually finally beat the pink crystals. I'm blanking on the name right now, but I wasn't a big fan of that episode honestly. When they took on that giant eyeball, where it was like, oh, it's evolving because it wants to survive, but it's not actually alive, and it took it out. But it was kind of anticlimactic, in my opinion. It was a little anticlimactic. Like I felt like they could have put a little more effort into it. Honestly, I don't understand why. Like I don't understand why they just like was like, oh yeah, it's done, and now we're gone, and the legendary Pokemon are gonna go help Rakua recuperate and everything like that. And I'm like, all right, okay. But we're going into Mega Pokemon. We're going to the Mega arc, and I like Mega Pokemon for the most part. And I was cool to see the Mega Pokemon go against the Terra types and stuff like that, and comparing the types of powers. And I actually really like the intro song when the Pokemon Mega evolved. The guitar, I'd be like, ooh, every time it goes on the I'd be like, ooh boy. I actually wish the game was more like that. The Pokemon Legends ZA, when your Mega evolved, was kind of boring. It's kind of boring. You just get this purple cloud over you and your Mega Evolve. Whereas in the anime, it really shows a bond between you and your Pokemon and how you're supposed to be able to Mega Evolve. So I really like that. I thought that's cool. I'm glad that we're going to more in the Mega Pokemon now, especially going into this next arc, which is probably going to be the Mega Dimensions arc. But we're doing some some filler episodes until then, because we had the last episode of the Terrapagus, Rakua arc and everything like that, and then we've been playing around. We did see Mega Raichu Y and Mega Raichu X, which was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. Like, oh, okay. And then they weren't chumps either. They weren't chumps. So I was like, I hope that Liko gets a Mega Pokemon, because right now she's the only one. Her and Dot don't have Mega Pokemon. So I wonder if they're gonna get they gotta get either a new one, or they gotta get an unreleased one that's not out yet. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But this Pokemon Unite battle episode, honestly, I thought it was creative. I like when Pokemon do stuff like this. Like make references to the game. Give it a reason to watch. Even though at the end of this episode we don't really move much in the story, we do find out that Friday, he had a little bit of influence on that type of technology, and the way they orchestrated the battle, I thought was pretty clever. Where they can score baskets, they can get points. They can drain the energy from the Pokemon after beating them. What had me was that they called in Zapdos at the end so you can get the most points. And I'm like, Zapdos? What did we Where did Zapdos come from? I'm like, that's crazy. See, that's what I'm talking about. You don't get this stuff. You get this stuff in the anime. You can't get this stuff in the games. You know what I mean? Anime just be like, you just be sitting around chilling, doing a regular battle, and all of a sudden the legendary come out. And you're like, but I'm excited to see where the next arc goes. I hope the Pokemon Horizons keeps going. I wish they did a better job advertising in the States. Like, I watch it in sub. That's why I'm so far ahead. Like, I know the episodes are on Netflix now, but the episode, it was like episode 100 but by the time they put that show on Netflix in English. And I'm like, this is a brand new season of Pokemon, brand new anime Pokemon without Ash. You would think they would advertise it a little bit more. You would think they would make more stink about it, but they don't. This is kind of like, yeah, the anime exists, we'll move in, whatever, you know what I mean? If you happen to catch an episode, you happen to catch an episode. But no, that's what I'm talking about. Sometimes I feel like the Pokemon company don't really care. They'd be like, Pokemon is gonna sell no matter what. But so when I see episodes like this, I think it's a nice change of pace from the norm. And I hope that Pokemon Horizons keeps doing that. But, I am excited for the next episode. We'll see where it goes. If I like it enough, I'll do a review of that episode. But I just want to talk a little bit and then show y'all my interest in Pokemon Horizons. You feel me? Like, I like this show. And I want to bring awareness to the anime. You know what I'm saying? I want to bring awareness. And I hope that y'all watch it. Legally if you can, but I ain't a judge, you know what I'm saying? But that's all I wanted to say. Check out E4TCG. I'll probably do a couple more videos, but we'll see. See ya.